Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome. So today I am going to present you scaling up. Why it's not going? So what is scaling up? Scaling up is talking about four pillars: people, strategy, execution, and cash. And today we will go more into execution and a little bit about strategy. So what does this picture tell you?
Wrong direction.
No.
Pressure.
Refreshing, like surprised results or like surprised.
Okay, I'll make it more clear. So this guy is trying to drink.
Oh no.
Lose of control.
Okay, so today we are going to get so much information similar to this guy trying to drink from the fire hose. So the information you will get today, it will be more than enough to drink. This program was done by Vern Harnish. So who is Vern Harnish? He's an American author who actually found the EO, Entrepreneur Organization. It has today 18,000 members. We can speak about EO later, but I want to speak more about Scaling Up today. So he's the founder of Scaling Up, and he's also the author of 4 books. You speak about mastering the Rockefeller habits, scaling up, the great business decision of all time, and scaling up compensation. And there is one more book just came. So many companies, they start and then they get stuck at a point. So they open the company, and then they reach to a certain situation where finally they don't really go further. So we will figure out today if we are actually stuck or we are still into a thriving situation. So I want to ask you a question. If you are running in a marathon, are you playing not to lose or to win?
To win. To win. Of course, to win.
To win. So what does it mean not to lose and to win from your perspective?
Not to lose, maybe it's more like you have the thinking that maybe you can lose. But if you're thinking from the beginning you have to win, then you are not thinking about losing. You have to reach your target.
Okay. Any other thought?
It depends. If I am participating on my first marathon, I would rather thinking about finishing my complete marathon instead of being first. So that is a winning for me already.
For the first player, I just experience, I want to finish it. I want to make sure that I finish the run. Not to come in the first. May not be practically.
Okay. But what if it is a company? You are not really in a marathon because the company is also a marathon. So if you are running in you have opened your company, so you are saying that you want to stay
Winning
just
is
to not to lose. So surviving mode.
winning is not the option.
So winning is the only option. So as I said before, scaling up is about people, and people come first because without people, then there's no company, and without putting a strategy, there will be nothing moving, but how you actually execute this strategy. And of course, without cash, how can you go further? So people, strategy, execution, and cash. I want you to look here and see how actually they are connected. They are like a circle. So if you have something wrong with the execution, that means you have something wrong with the strategy. And it has to go always connected. If you have a problem with the people, you will have a problem with the strategy. You cannot set strategy without people. So how does it feel to be a winner. How does it feel, Midun?
Feel more happier, more
Satisfied.
So from a company perspective, what does it mean for you to be a winner? Standing a winner.
Achieving targets.
Okay.
Market leader. Getting a promotion, getting the
cash, more
bonus.
salary.
Okay. Anissa, for you? What does it feel to be a winner?
Yeah, promotion.
Okay. In any organization, we have to be which one? The black or the blue?
Blue.
So what does it mean, the blue?
Outstanding. Standing out of from the group.
Outstanding.
Standing out from the group.
Okay.
Different.
Different. So how can you be different?
More different strategy. We can use different strategy. So maybe we'll
Different than who?
the other group,
Different than ourselves.
no, in the company.
Okay, different than ourselves and different than who? So you say different our strategy.
Different from our also competitors.
Okay, nice. Mubashir, can you say it in a different way? Like what, how you want to be different?
If we add our own experience on this company strategy, so maybe we will get some more result, positive results from the outcome will be like slower and like this.
But compared to who?
Two things. One is company strategy, and second one is the competitor.
Hmm.
Like that.
Actually, you will be able keep moving the mic so it will not work.
So this is coming in my mind based on this picture.
Okay. Any other thought?
Something like something different, like maybe more organized, or this blue is like can be bind together to turn other eggs also blue. So like the same in the industry, you there are sometimes you can't change everything. So maybe your inner self you can change.
Hmm.
So that will make you stand outside, shine different other than others.
Okay. So in theory, you want to be different.
Blue ocean strategy.
Okay. What does that mean?
I would say, I'll give an example.
Yes.
Uber.
Hmm.
Since the beginning, there are taxi companies,
Right.
but they never thought of a personalized car service, more
Uh-huh.
easy,
Yeah.
which Uber did, and they were succeeded.
Right.
So that is like a standing out in the market.
So bringing something different.
Yes.
Yeah. Thinking of something different than the standard of what we are keep doing. Okay. So as I said, Vern Harnish has introduced a book called Rockefeller Habit, and it was one of his first books. So it has a kind of a checklist. So here I'm going to give you a checklist. You can give it to Anissa. For you. I hope we have enough. Everyone got? Okay, only the first page now. Okay, just before starting, do you know anything which you use checklist for it? Like done, 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 done.
In warehouse.
Okay, what exactly do you do?
In the warehouse, we have, if the person who's cutting the cable, he has to follow the procedures, like he has to check the customer details and the part number and the quantity, and also he will check the location which is given as right or wrong, right drum, the length are given properly, and
Right.
any meter marking is missing, he will write, then he will sign and give it to the household.
So question is, what will happen if you don't do this?
Uh, there will be some chance of having mistake,
Okay.
then things may be not noticeable.
Hmm.
It's like more organized way. So we can go and check in the previous history.
Right. So anything else come in mind that you guys do a checklist?
I have checklist every day. Like every day morning when I come to office, I check my email, whatever the priority, I list it down.
Okay.
So priority 1, 2, 3, I have to do the checklist by. So in between, if there is any other task comes, I will not lose the focus of the important one.
Okay. But what if you don't do that?
Yeah,
That's
otherwise I will get into stuff which may be not so important and the important one leave behind for the
Okay.
next day.
Omar, you were saying something.
I mean, for other than work, like for groceries, like I made the
Yeah.
tickets to buy things.
Yeah. Okay. So in case you don't do that, what will happen?
I will forget something. I forget the yogurt. Or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah, when it comes to personal, there are many.
They are going for meal prep or something, checklist. bags,
Yeah. Yeah.
transport, this,
Exactly.
that.
When I go for
Kid
business
stuff.
trip, I
Okay.
have a checklist.
So they use also checklists for airlines and for medical, for surgeries, and so we speak about a grocery and we speak about some very important stuff. And what is the importance of doing this is actually not to leave something missing and not to leave something on the table. So now between your hands you have basically the Rockefeller habits. Actually, for you to understand who's Rockefeller, Rockefeller is one of the richest people, I think, over the time. Until today, there was no one who got rich as Rockefeller. He's a Mr. Rockefeller. Of course, he's not with us today. He was in oil industry. But as of today, as per my information, no one got to that level.
There is a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the money in the world.
Yes. Yeah. So this basically this habits, it has been taken from this guy. So please go through now one by one, and if you are doing this in your company, you tick yes. If you are not doing, you say no. If something not clear, you can ask.
I mean, there are like 4 options, so we should choose only one.
No, they are all important.
Whatever is not there,
But
cross
it's
it.
yeah, whatever is not there, you just tick no.
If they are not there, we have to mark cross.
Yeah, if you have there, you can just put right. So finally, you have 4 multiplied by, so like there are 40. Yeah, and then you mark for yourself like how much from 40 you are doing.
For example, in the first section, we can tick also 1, 2, like that.
Yes, of course, because they are under one particular topic. But if you are doing the 4, you take the 4. If you do one of the 4, you take 1 4. So much thinking, Midun. Yeah, so you should put no if you are no.
Didn't understand.
So if you are not doing this, you
No, what is that? Don't understand, then not put.
yeah.
We don't have this process accountability chart yet. So how can we achieve a 4 to 9 process?
Then you don't. If you don't identify, then it's X.
There is no chart.
You have to put our name also, right?
No need. Anyway, if anything is not clear, you can skip it and then we can discuss it later. Later on in the presentation, we will go through many of them. Not all of them, many of them. You're done, Vinay?
Yeah.
So how many, just mention how many right you have, how many things you are doing out of 40. Okay, put 17 out of 40. No, only the first page. Just count how many. 5? Okay, put 5. Ah, you put already? Okay. How many?
40.
14?
18.
Okay.
Right. Right.
Or you said 5.
Okay. It's okay, Barbara. Take your time. It's okay.
I'm not understanding most of it myself.
How many you said, Aaron?
15, not 5.
15. Okay. Okay. So everyone finished, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking about the list, grocery list, priority list by email. Then we spoke about airlines. So now you see the results. So what does that mean to you? That this is a checklist, but
Checklist when we are not 100% following the checklist.
okay. But anyway, you were doing always business without any checklist. So, and it was okay. Someone could say that, right? That you've been doing business and
Checklist will make us more organized,
It could have
Okay.
made our business better.
more focused.
okay. Of course, now you went through the checklist and you feel something different, right? Okay.
Yes. After this checklist, I found like many things missing in our organization.
So can you highlight one?
Uh, Weekly meeting
Okay.
and there is a like 3 to 5 priorities rocks that support the critical number are identified and ranked for the quarter.
Hmm.
So we are randomly targeting, not exact 3 to 5 priorities rocks like this.
Okay. Anything else?
Point date, don't even understand what is it.
Which one?
Point date, don't even understand what is it.
Which one?
8 number.
Employees
Eight.
can articulate the full.
Yeah, this we will come to it almost at the end of the workshop today.
Not any single point, they couldn't even understand.
Fine, fine. We will have even exercises around that point, so don't worry. Okay. So this is called execution list. That I have a strategy and I want to execute it. So of course, I want to have a checklist. Am I doing this? Am I doing that? So if we go through one by one, we will spend a lot of time. But today we will go through many of them in details, and then you will have a clear understanding of what we are talking about. But here there is a question. There is a discipline for doing execution, because habits, you have to keep doing them. You cannot say, okay, I'll do this today and then tomorrow I will basically stop doing. So 3 execution discipline. First is Priorities. You have to set up priorities. And then you need to have data. And of course, you need to have meetings about this. So we will discuss every single one. So now we talk about priorities. Is this how are you handling your priorities? Like so many priorities together? And then, okay, if you are handling this, nothing remain.
One is remain.
Probably because he's trying to do this and then, okay,
And
that's...
that need is priority.
So here is a question. Who knows the domino effect? Like, what is the domino effect?
Actually, you have two things. The first one, that the first domino can affect the last domino. And also there is another theory that you can go up to 1.6, I think, or 1.8 bigger than the smaller domino to the bigger domino. So in the end, I think if you multiply by 20 times, you can hit the small domino with a mountain, something like that.
Okay.
Or like even reach to the moon.
Yeah.
So it has like two sides.
Small steps makes the bigger.
Right,
achievements.
right. So how is small or big is the first step? Is the first step, which is the smallest domino you want to start with, how big it is or how small it is. I'm not talking about the domino, I'm talking about the priorities.
It is a big,
No, it should be small.
because to start, that decision itself is a big.
Okay, this is the decision, but a step towards that action.
Small.
Yeah. So you can start with very small step, and then as the action of the domino, it will hit the other one and it will get bigger. So I have this quote which is saying, "Who chases two rabbits catches neither." So it's the same with priorities. If you chase two things in the same time, you will actually
Yeah.
catch none of them. Okay. So here there is a story in this book, Vern Harnish, The Greatest Business Decision of All Time. So I will tell you here a story about setting priorities and how important it is and how effective it is. And of course, you can relate to your industry. So here this company, it was the first one who brought the soap with the pump. Yeah? With the pump. But what exactly did happen? So these guys, they came with a situation that they have to dominate the market. So what do they need to do? They had to buy the pump. So they went to a company which producing this pump, and they bought the whole production for so many years to come. So because they know that once they launch it into the market, what will happen? Everyone will bring it in. And this is like in every industry, right? Today you keep something in stock, the second day market knows about it, right, Krishnan? So that's the idea. So how much you can really be always ahead in setting your priorities to be ahead of the market. So when the market wake up, you are already ahead. And this company was sold later to Johnson by millions because of just such a small idea. But this is not the only story, because we know this guy, right? What is he carrying?
iPod.
iPod. So who was using it?
Yeah, I mean, I have the nice school.
Okay. So what it was doing, this iPod?
Music,
Music.
pictures,
Yeah. So how many songs you were downloading?
thousands, hundreds.
Okay. So here, what is the trick behind this story? Toshiba has produced the memory. And Steve Jobs realized that if he can buy if he can dominate these products from Toshiba, basically he will be able to dominate the market with his iPod. So he bought all this all these products from Toshiba, then he has the space now to basically produce this without. So the competition will come. Definitely, there are other products came from Microsoft. I think it was called Zune. It came to compete with this, but by that time he was already
Yeah, market.
ahead. And same with Elon Musk. He focused on the battery. Yes, he was risking that he might lose the automobile industry, right? But with his focus, he actually today is dominating the industry of.
Yeah, I think last year or this year, Tesla Model 3 is the most selling car in
Yeah.
the world.
Sold car in the world.
Yeah. And I think it's all about batteries, right?
Mm.
Of course, now we see that their cars are really nice. The first one maybe was not that nice, but now it's really good one.
Not only about the batteries. People like this brand because of the service they are getting.
Cost saving.
Yeah.
It's like I asked one guy who was using Tesla. He said, if there is any problem, I don't need to take this car to the garage.
Wow.
Yeah, they will come to your home. They'll finish it and go.
Okay, this is actually another topic, which is basically what is making them different as a competency.
Now it's almost like an iPhone off kind of
Yeah.
from the phones.
Yeah.
It's like the iPhone.
Yeah. But actually, this is where we are talking now. What did make them reach to that? So this is the start. The guy has set a priority that I want to focus on batteries. And this, so basically, this is just at the beginning. Today, now what is making them difference? We will speak about this later. So in Facebook, also another last story, this guy has decided to go mobile because initially when Facebook came, it was only on the desktop, right? And in 2012, this guy's he go IPO, and but he was not focusing on this. In all his meetings and in all his discussions, he's just talking about he want to go mobile. He want to go to the mobile. And so any meeting he does, any discussion, it just goes about that topic. And this is again setting the priorities. So when you want to set a priority, it has to be the discussion of the day and of the weekly and on the quarterly. So as you can see, in 2012, he was really almost at $35 and then start to go even lower, but still he was not caring much about this. He was caring more about that I want to go mobile because that's where he's going to take me forward. So if you can see here, we are talking about the income of advertising. So here, non-mobile advertising. See, it was almost like a steady over the time. And what was growing is the mobile advertising. So he was right at his assumption. I think today we are talking about $570 per share.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think today we are talking about that. And then of course it start to grow. Okay, quarterly themes. So you will find here something called develop period theme. Okay, so here we have to, now we are on the end of the quarter. Okay, so let's go with the sticky notes. Maybe we give them. So we are at the end of the year, and definitely you guys have one like priority in your mind, which you are working on. So can you just write one priority, and we will stick them there, and then we will see what are they, and then we will talk about the theme. Just one priority.
Company.
Yes.
Just for the year end.
This is until the year end. So now we are in the last quarter. What is the priority you guys are working on? Okay, so guys, maybe you start moving. Shall we stick them here or here? I don't know. Go. So you don't get stuck your knees. But only one. What did you write?
Converting offers in the orders.
What's again?
Converting more, yeah, offer.
Okay.
Inquiries into
Okay. I think it's over. So achieving target. Okay. So there are things related also to warehouse and stock, something related to finance, but we are talking mainly about achieving the target. So now we need to basically create kind of an avatar or a theme. So here there is one sheet. Just go through the first question.
This one, right? Execution, develop.
No, develop period theme. You don't have this paper?
Yeah.
Yes.
Reviewing the priorities for the upcoming period.
Yes.
In first one, we mentioned the priorities.
No.
Only this.
No, first we need to speak about this one.
Okay, think about what are.
Yeah. Okay, but before, just to make things clear, what is a theme?
Theme is basically to achieve target.
No, where have you used a theme in anything in life?
Okay.
Okay. So what is the, let's go deeper. So what is the theme means for that party?
The costume, the food, the decoration.
Okay.
Based on the, like, based on the theme, based on the occasion.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Like marriage theme different, and other like success. If you are wearing the theme like a cricket match, the theme is different,
Right.
but there is a theme.
So the theme, what does it remind you with?
Relate to.
So basically, theme for me it is like a foundation or an environment, which gives us like it has to be related with that.
Okay.
So we
Success.
whenever we choose theme in birthday party or our mobile wallpaper or car stereo anywhere, so that theme relates to theme. Then we do all things related to that.
Okay. So here we are talking about mainly about target,
Yes.
right? Mostly you want to achieve the target. So the theme has to be around
Target.
achieving the target. So that's what where you need to think.
Things make us easier to focus on that time.
Okay. So what are the ideas could come now to build a theme? So we want to build a theme simply. So just everyone maybe write one thing and then we will discuss it.
Where we need to write.
Just a comment so you remember what come in your mind.
And which thing we wanted to do.
Yeah. Which relate to your topic. So will theme also work as a reminder? It has to. Okay. Midun, is it clear for you?
Not really.
What is not clear?
Uh,
So you have a target.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does remember, or you have a priority you're working on? You have maybe 4 or 5 priorities, but the first priority is the most important for you, right? And for the company, of course. So what does remind you with that daily?
Achieving that. Or it's like visualizing my target.
So what is this visualizing?
Reminder.
What is that? So what is that reminder? You have in front of you every day.
Priority.
So what is that? What is that theme will remind you with the priority?
Okay, that theme I should write.
Yeah. So let's be creative, let's don't just make something. So finally we can agree all of us on. So let me try to give you an idea. Okay, so after you thought a little bit, I'll give you an idea. So here, this is a theme. This theme, it reminds the company that they want to achieve 40,000 dirham or 40,000 euro. So these guys, they brought this photo from a casino and just put 40, and they made the stickers around. So every day you come to the office, what does this remind you with?
40,000.
Yeah. This is one idea. Second idea is that This is also another theme. This company, what did they do? They have a kind of a call center. So they said they have 60 employees. They said, we want every employee every day to share 3 experiences with everyone, with others. So what that will come? 3 experience by 60. So 180. So now they have done 180 to 1. So 180 experience per day. So spreading the knowledge. So this is like a theme which will remind everyone every day. Is it that difficult?
To be creative.
I have few ideas.
Okay.
First theme is that harvesting,
Uh-huh.
like a farmer, and the harvest is like our target, which is now we are having like almost 7 million missing from
Okay.
our target, and like he's harvesting the 7 million.
Okay, I like that.
Second theme is I don't know what they call it exactly, but someone who climbed the mountains and he's holding like a flag with like his target to reach the top of Everest or like some mountain. Final one, sorry, the third one, a mining
So
thing
where is he now in the mountain?
in the road, like
On the way going.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And the third one is the mining thing. Some like workers who's working together in some machines or some tools, and they are exhibiting some gold mine with the target for them, and trying to reach like sorry to reach let's say the gold ore in the mine. Like they are almost reaching, but it's like there's few meters left to reach the target. And the final one, which is like an animal, say like a lion or a tiger, who's following some like a gazelle or
Okay.
an ox, just like he's really close to him and he just like want to
Yeah.
eat him.
Okay. Okay, many ideas. Parvati, have you wrote something?
Also creative.
Okay.
I have basketball ring. The guy who want to put the
Go
ball
ahead,
in
yeah.
the basket. He's like he's in the air and he want to put.
Okay. Nice.
I have a theme, an idea. Lemon or oranges. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So these are our clients. So first we choose which is the exact to squeeze and get the juice from them.
Okay.
So we target, okay, this is not yet ready. This is ready.
Okay.
This client is okay. So we can extract. Then a certain amount of juice we can extract.
So
After
if you want to draw this, how you will draw it?
team.
Because it has to remind you, right?
Yeah.
So how will you draw?
So I will make one or yellow lemon, one green lemon, one mixed color.
Okay.
This yellow is ready for juice.
How does this remind you with the target?
Yes. And second picture, lemon cut into 2 pieces and extracting. Okay. This much business we can get from this client.
Okay.
After that, waste of time to spend more time on same color. There's no juice.
Doing the butter, right?
Yeah. So then we target on the other like this.
Wow.
So this is an idea came just
Okay.
any other.
Midan, what is your idea?
My theme would be racing car competition,
Okay.
but not like everything. The particularly layman,
Uh-huh.
layman,
Okay.
because layman is one of the very difficult racing car competition is happening in the world. Layman, because it has 24 hours time.
Uh-huh.
Yes, not like 3 hours, 6 hours.
Like for a
Yeah,
surviving race.
yes. So you need to have 3 drivers.
Ah,
and they have to act like very fast, precise. Otherwise, the other guy will get the burden.
how can you draw this?
It's just a person who's sitting on that racing car, and he's driving in a very straight road. There will be sometimes it shows twists and turns.
Okay.
It's like not just only one guy. It's about the whole team.
But if someone not in this room, would he understand really your theme? Because yes, we are now sitting in this room, so whoever is here will understand. But if someone in other department and he see this sticker in the morning, will he understand or will he realize that what exactly are we talking about?
You can roll a
So-
drum of cable and put it. You can roll a drum of cable instead of simply running, racing. Everyone is pushing a drum of cable to the tap.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one we agree on? Any other idea?
I made a theme like a kind of a battery theme. Like if the more close we go to the target, the more our wallpaper or our like mails or anything becomes more blue, darker and darker and darker, like an indicator.
Oh,
So, like for example, in my email, if the color is little light, or like the email is coming from admin little darker, so we are in a good shape. Like a company, like everybody knows which color the color means what. So overall, as you said, what we are agreeing on, I think most of us we have written the target, this theme based on the target.
right.
So I think the harvesting one or the blue egg theme, like to be smarter, is good. This is the time to harvest. Otherwise, the crop will be destroyed, or we will not be able to feed the community, ourselves, company. So like that.
Okay. So, Sami, yeah.
It's basically for customer focused.
Hmm.
If you want to picturize it, like as an example, you have a fresh apple. We feel like we are going to meet a fresh apple, like customer, but it's a plastic apple.
Okay.
So you put a lot of effort to break it, and but even though you break it, it's not our customer, no. So even though you break it, you find nothing inside.
Oh,
A fake apple picture. When you cut it, you find nothing.
okay.
But the theme should be a picture only, right?
It should be picture, yes. Yeah. What is in your mind?
I mean, like,
Yeah, of course.
yeah, maybe
That's why
like
I'm-
the theme of Parvati will be nice. Like
Connecting
our
to our
team,
business.
like pulling the drum of the cable to the finish line, like, and this will be written on it, like.
Yeah, the drum should be unrailing till the until the
Or
end.
like we push it, yeah.
Okay.
Like us as
We
a
all
team.
push.
Yeah, and the drum is, the cable is reducing. It's like,
Okay.
so you can
Yeah.
put the markings.
See, we
not-
can become even more creative.
Put the markings, not 27, 28, 29,
Yeah.
30.
That's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Something like that. Yes.
Okay. So who will draw this?
Who's the artist of the group?
Sir, Vinay will do it in digital.
Okay, but he has to agree, right?
Anisa, you have something.
Only accounts and put the deadline with a big red mark. Focus on that only. The day I complete, it will fit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's clear for you exactly, like it's more connected to the timing, right? So for them, it is actually more connected to how much they can finalize with the customer. So sometimes it's also, it might be also having an obstacle. So what could be also adding onto this theme as an obstacle? Because,
Bumps, you can put bumps.
okay. Because it's not really like a straight,
You can put bumps.
Yeah, rough road.
yeah.
Or a climbing, inclined.
So see, we can always be more creative and things remind you actually with the reality. But we don't want to be reminded also with difficulties, right?
Then what if, just came to my mind, I
Yeah,
wrote it.
Sure.
A guy is holding the binocular because binoculars always show what it shows very next, very closer.
Right.
But in the reality, it is not that close. Our targets are there. It's very, you can see we are reaching there. But if you remove it,
Then far.
it's far.
Yeah.
Then again,
But then you need to, like, okay, I can see my target over, it's there. I just need to reach there. So it's more.
So how
But
can you put
actually-
this?
Binocular is showing that it's an unachievable target you are
yeah,
unable
yeah.
to
Because when you fear, then again you put
No,
binocular in it.
no,
It's like,
No, why do we use binocular? Because we need to see something clearly. We need to see closer. If you want, we are not looking into a forest and see nothing. We are pointing to one particular bird and we are going towards it or some treasure.
So okay, because we have agreed a little bit on the theme here. So how you will be more creative in adding this?
Can both.
No, I mean, but that is very close to our industry. I mean, we can relate it.
Maybe for you, like
Because for me, the
like carrying the pickup and like putting the cable, and he wants to reach as much, like you deliver as much as you can also.
Yeah, my priority is that. delivery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something to the ship. I don't know.
Right. So we were talking about who's going to draw the theme, and they pointed on you that you can draw the theme. So Parvati, can you repeat exactly how is the theme is going to be?
So I thought of we all together pushing a drum of cable. It's a, you can say it's a, race or path which is showing this target lines 28 million, 29 million, 30 million, 30, 34.5. There is this fruits, juices or something said there. So everyone is eagerly pushing this and the cable is unreeling as it is moving towards the target. That's what. And it is having bumps or some rough road, inclined road.
It's a good one.
You have to
Draw it.
Digitally, you.
Anyone can do it.
We can make
Not
it.
enough.
Okay, so now if you go to the section 2, evaluate the theme idea. Yeah. So you can see, is this theme clearly connected to the priority? And the second question is what I said. Is it really connected to all the employees?
How is it connected to finance?
So that means we all agree on the drum.
yes, we
Pushing the drum.
Yes. So if we agree on that, okay, we can of course debate more, but maybe we don't have much time on that. But we can of course debate more and become more creative. But as an idea to start, let's say we go with this,
Okay.
and then now we evaluate it.
Oh.
So now this section is about evaluating the theme.
Pushing a drum to the target. Is it okay? Pushing a
Unless you don't like to push.
drum.
Oh, yes. But no emotional connection. There's no emotional connection here. Oh, yes.
They are all no.
No emotional connection. No. And this is also half yes, because it's not to all employees.
Okay.
Accounts has
No, it
different
will
opinion.
come only, no? When you are pushing the drum only.
Okay. So it's connected.
They're
This is
particularly
how you-
into the sales target.
Yeah.
Only the sales.
No,
So here, accounts are not involved in this.
I mean, we should involve all the departments.
Yeah.
Then put a.
You see, as he said that ending line, after the ending line, there is a food,
gifts.
everything.
The coffee
That will be arranged by
That
accounts.
will be arranged by.
It will be there in the marathon.
Right?
So
the
Accounts
end,
people will
end,
be waiting
the
over
end
there.
itself.
Right.
Accounts comes in the end, not in between.
That is the main part.
Counts at the beginning and the.
They are giving us the fuel.
Right. Okay. The third section here, we are talking about the theme description. We spoke about that. And we visualize it also. And then we want to, of course, define the reward. Right? How will you celebrate the success? So let's go one by one. How will you celebrate the success of the theme?
By giving each member a certification or a medal they participated and we reached, recognition,
Okay.
and by rewarding them with the party or some gifts.
Okay. You don't?
I have seen in my previous company experience, I would say that there should be someone like employee of the month, employee of that quarter. Based on-
We are talking about the theme now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should be someone who is contributing majority in this process or in this team.
It is look, when we discuss about the priority now, it is everyone priority. It's not individual. Because when we spoke about the priorities, here we are talking mainly about the target. So finally the target is the vote that this is what our theme is representing.
One staycation forward.
Like
Okay.
party,
Yeah.
celebration.
Okay. Okay, so we can note it down so we don't, so we talk about a party. But then we have to go the details of the party, what kind of party and where, and
Yeah.
we can discuss it, of course.
Be the same place where.
All right. Okay. But now we want to discuss about how actually you are setting up this priority and how are you identifying if this priority is correct or not correct. Is there any scale that you can identify that, oh, I am actually, yes, this is the right way of setting up a goal or a priority. So there are two concepts which is called fast and smart. So fast goal and smart goal. So we will start with a fast goal. So every letter is representing something. So when you set up a goal, so this is like two discussions of which one is more correct. Is a fast goal or is a smart goal? So fast means frequently discussed, ambitious, specific, and transparent. So can you? So what do we mean by frequently discussed?
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
What is the context of goals in this? Is it a company vision or company mission?
No. Here we are talking about when you are setting up a goal. We are going towards this now. So how are you talking about this? This is nothing about vision. So how are we discussing?
So the goal is target,
Okay.
the value based.
Okay. So are we frequently discussing this?
Yes.
So these are basically the elements of identifying if the goal is correct or it is not correct. Are we frequently discussing it, or we are just discussing it at the beginning of the year and then we leave? We want to always discuss it, frequently discuss, and it has to be ambitious. So what does it mean, ambitious, to you?
To
Want to really done.
Okay.
Like convinced that this is important.
Bonus.
Okay.
something
I'm talking about the goal to be ambitious.
ambitious, like something challenging or which will make us apart from competitors or others.
Mm-hmm.
But we are talking about the particular quarterly goals, right?
Now we are talking about the quarterly goal or the yearly goal is no different. It's a goal. You have a goal in your department, right? So are you frequently discussing that? Is it ambitious enough? Or it is just like normal, I can really make it, I can really achieve it. So what does it mean, an ambitious goal for you from your department?
Ambitious goal is delivering the material in 4 weeks,
And what is it today?
8 weeks.
So how can you really achieve that? Do you have tools in your hands?
It's too ambitious. Because either I have to go for a third party supplier who has, low production time.
Uh-huh.
Then I have to go for maybe I need to choose air shipments to achieve it. Because 4 weeks.
But that is that going to be, maybe you are now connecting the target from your area,
because,
but that's colliding with another area, which is maybe the margin side or
but if you wanted to achieve the company target, then we have to sell it. We
right.
do not have enough material sell from our stock. It has to be come from the third party suppliers or the HQ.
Right.
Because majority is like back to back business happening to our organization.
Right.
If one of our colleague got an order which will be produced in 5 weeks, then it will be a transit of 8 weeks. Then we are skipping this whole month. We will not achieve the target.
Okay. So how can you think of frequently discussing this?
I have to discuss with my sales team on every weekly basis that push the customers, release the orders, go for the production, or we need to find an alternative materials.
So here it's very specific, right?
Yes.
It's very specific and clear, transparent. So there is another point of view, which is more or less the same. So it is smart. So it's very specific that you want to reduce the delivery time. And it has to mean something. And it is measurable. Yeah. And again, ambitious and review routinely. So how can you review this routinely?
Who is delivering?
Is it coming at the delivery time or when is it coming? To really
before ordering.
Before ordering the material. I think it can be also even before ordering the material.
Yeah, at the quotation time or before closing the order.
Exactly, at the quotation time. You have to.
That is the time he can look for the options.
Yeah. Okay, can you note this down so you can remember to pass it to your colleagues when they prepare the quotation? But do you have time bound for this? Is this like an emergency situation now you want to go for, or like up to when you want to go with this solution, or this is something you need always to do?
It has to be always.
You have always to do. Okay.
That's what our company is looking for.
Okay. Okay. We spoke about the priorities, and now we want to speak about the metrics and the data. Can you really do anything without data? So what kind of data is required for you to set your priorities?
Our daily routine, like our sales data, how much margin we are having, and how many quotations we are giving, how many new customers, old customers, and some kind of analysis like which customer didn't give us the order, why, something like that.
Okay. Krishnan, what kind of data you require for you to move forward?
First of all, I will look for who all the customer can give immediate business.
Mhm.
So because I want to achieve my target in a short time.
Right.
So I look for my data, which is who all supported in the last quarter or in the beginning. So this customer and focus on these customers and coming orders, how to close it fast. Maybe we go a little bit down the pricing and go more close with the customer, what where they are stuck, how we can be close more fast.
So, what kind of information do you really require to be able to achieve this situation?
We need to really analyze the customer background. We need to check with the customer what exactly they look for. For example, they need delivery first. Maybe they are looking for the price, more competitive price,
Mhm.
or so based on that we will work.
Okay. This is when it comes to achieving the target to make orders. What could be another priority coming, let's say, developing a new products? Let's say you want to develop a new products. What kind of data do you require?
We need the market study first
Uh-huh.
and know your competitors and the before we go into demand,
Mm.
you want to know the demand of this product, how
Yeah.
much demand is there in the market. Otherwise we cannot launch any product just like we want to bring down in the store and
Right.
we stuck. So we want to see the demand first, then we need know the competition, how pricing and delivery. For example, we have 1, 2, 3 existing supplier, and we found they are really like 2 months production. Actually, not two, 8, no, 10 to 12 weeks production
Mhm.
plus 2 months delivery. This is something locally, it's more easy from local suppliers, like four maximum 5 weeks production and delivery 2 days. So
Right.
we are like we have to little bit change our direction. Then we go for
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Mubashir wants to say something.
Yes, sir. We need first to know the projects. There are two type of data we required. One, what we can get from the market, like projects, uh, new things develop in the city or country. And second, from our side, we can check from old customer, old clients, regular customer, like what they are doing nowadays. If they have new projects which we don't know, which we cannot see in the advertisement or papers or something. So two things like projects from the market or some resources we can get data. Okay, these new projects coming, and we can sell our product there. And as of our old database clients, so we can check one by one, like weekly or marketing strategy or emails, if they have any requirement for any product.
Okay. Anyone want to say something? Midon, what kind of data you require to, because you were referring to this time and
I will look into the lagging indicators first.
okay.
How much we have sold in this time period of like last 6 months or 1 year.
Okay.
How many customers are purchasing regularly? What kind of material they are purchasing?
Right.
What kind of margin we have for these materials? What could be the demand for the next 6 months? So I'll sit with the sales team. I'll get the planning. Then I'll go for the shortest delivery available suppliers, better payment terms, so which will help our accounts department as well. So
Okay, so basically this is the cycle of all the situation. We want to learn, so we want data, we want information in order to be able to decide and then basically take an action. Do you think you need more internal or external data?
internal.
Internal?
Both.
Which one is more you really need
For sales,
for everything? In order to move forward,
Internal.
what can you give me an example?
I will not able to get my competitors' strategy or what is their margin or what kind of policies they have. But instead, I can sit with my team and understand more details than getting the external information from the market.
But you're talking about the internal or the external information?
Internal. So for me, it is internal information.
This is for your department.
For any.
So how can you actually enhance or improve your service from the internal information?
The service, yes, if sales team is supporting with the stock requirement,
Mhm.
then we'll get the fast moving material in our inventory is automatically helping the customers to serve it better ways.
Okay, so this is for you because you are counting more on what data it come. But finally, where are they going to bring this data
From the customers.
Okay, so it is more internal or external?
External.
So for you, it is internal and it's correct because you are referring to actually the external data. So which one is more important? External data. So I'll just give you an example from this software, QuickBook. So QuickBook, they have been surviving against the industry giants. And this is only because when they launch a service, they immediately go to the customer and they sit with them and they see what is actually going wrong and what is going correct. In every service they launch, they don't wait the reaction of the market, but they go there, they check. So this is the external data. Then they bring this data internally. Then they will see how can they actually start to work on it. So yes, your turn come later, but it is more important if they don't bring you the data, the correct data, how can you actually do? So if they give you a wrong data, then what you will do? Wrong, right? Because you are counting on the external information. So external information is very important. Always knowing what is really happening in your market in terms of products or pricing or whatever other developments. Okay, we want to go now back to this, to the execution habit. So we will go to number 5. Number 5. Okay. Everyone read already the number 5? Yes. Okay. So the first point, start doing, stop doing, keep doing conversation with at least one employee weekly. So we have to do the sticky notes again and write, stop, start, and keep. Just one thing. Don't write more than this because we don't have time for that. I don't know if we have enough. We have from this. You can, sorry. Only the first one. Start doing, stop doing, keep doing.
So we can.
This is from your perspective, from the work you are doing, what you want to start doing and stop doing and keep doing.
Yes. What we start, what we stop.
In general, or like
It's belong to you. Belong to your market, belong to your daily activity. Where do you want to stick them? Down here. They are yellow, so
And where is the blue?
per one. No. So start doing. So what do you want to start doing and keep doing?
Whatever we have started, we have to keep doing it.
Yeah, what is it? What do you want to start doing? So there is something you've been thinking along to do it, but you didn't start. So something you have to start doing, and something you're already doing, you want to keep doing, and something you should stop. Stay here, maybe you can help. Now we have mixed
Anybody else?
a lot of thoughts.
Start,
After this.
stop, keep.
Stop giving credit. Start insurance. And keep sending SMS.
Yes. So one is missing, right? Krishnan, you are still writing?
Yeah.
No problem.
Krishnan, start instrumentation. No power. My God.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, we don't know who wrote what, but it's okay to know. I mean, this is who wrote it? Omar?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so can you read?
Start to visit end user for drag check.
Okay,
Stop visiting, not ordering from us.
Clients.
Clients.
Yeah.
Keep asking clients for inquiries.
okay.
Second one,
Yeah, please read.
start doing daily meeting.
Okay,
Stop visiting same client. Keep calling and emailing to clients. And anonymous number 3, start focused weak RFQ and customers. Stop wasting time on wrong customers or project. Keep focus on important.
What does that keep?
Focus on important.
Okay.
Start trainings to team. Stop manual entries and keep continue the bookkeeping records.
Okay.
And start new customers and clients. Stop old customers meetings. Keep
But old customer meeting, why? I mean, who wrote this?
I read it. I mean, it's like voting is like who are very usual. So instead of that, start only focusing on them.
Okay.
and keep
Good question.
Keep following up
following up strongly on
on big orders.
big orders or inquiry.
Okay.
No, I will read that.
Mine I will not.
It's
No, no,
same-
first one is start.
Information, this one.
Oh, the one there.
Yes.
Information on information about non-responding customers. Start. Stop doing quotation to customers who are not giving any
Non-responding.
feedback.
Yeah.
Keep follow-ups to every quotation.
Yeah.
Keep follow-ups to every quotation.
Same blood.
And another one.
Pharmacy.
Start doing
Marking up the
important
important
of
tasks
task for the day.
and try to follow that.
Stop
Stop doing. Stop.
Stop
Stop sending offers to customers
Customers
are not
are
responding to the follow-ups.
sending
Okay.
me
Keep
inquiry
doing,
after
keep
four.
doing, daily uploading files,
Really updating the files and tracking them.
writing offset orders, and keep doing. Please go for a proper handwriting class. Stop doing what you always do.
Yeah.
Keep doing more closing orders, and start more into more target. And this I do not know. Keep doing like work already assigned, but rest is missing an reason.
Okay, there was no time for her, maybe enough. So, okay, what do you read from this? Now, this is we have to like keep doing this.
Very common task.
Yeah. So it's the pain is there between each other, but we don't identify it. Of a start of keep and so how can this can be improved? Like, okay, if you stop really doing this, so I'm sure there will be also other things to stop later on. Okay. Here we have the second point, which we are talking about inside conversation from the employees to be shared on weekly basis. So let's pick two stories and then we exercise how this should go. Who want to share with us a story with a customer from the market, like information you got, or you were mentioning, Christian, about this information of availability and the long delivery, right?
For the instrumentation.
Okay, can you share this story?
I met one customer for instrumentation requirement.
Mhm.
They need the delivery within 4 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So this can be go up to maximum 5 weeks. That is the deadline they give. So the existing supplier we have, this is their delivery is minimum 10 weeks. So anyway, this proposal doesn't match to the this particular customer. So we need to change our strategy to in customer perspective. and we need to work on this. So we find a solution with the local supplier, and we are working on it to give the right solution and timely delivery.
Okay, interesting. So, any other story from the market, Omar? I think you were in a trip. So, any like story with information from the market, like maybe with your colleagues don't know.
Yeah, so last week I went to Saudi, and one of the customers, he actually ordered from us some different types of cables, and he actually at the beginning he initiated to ask for a special cable for drag chain application,
Uh-huh.
and he kept saying like I don't need the drag chain. We're already dealing with another company, and when I arrived there and visited the site, so he showed me like a lot of drag chain were having the problem with this brand, and I immediately know the problem, that the lock of the system in this type that the brand having, it's having this problem. It's a very common problem with all their drag chains. So I told him, I showed him a video, and I showed him that our drag chain is having more uh, better lock system. It's like a double lock system, which makes the drag chain much better. So immediately he said, then let's go in and you have the dimension, take the measurements, so we can order from you, because we are always facing this problem, almost like they are changing drag chain almost every year.
Okay.
So this is like a very common problem with this that brand drag chain. So like it's a hit. Like once I see now this brand in the market, in the factory with any end user, I immediately try to click him, like to tease him that okay, you have this problem with the locking system, and he say yeah. Then like I show that we have a solution for this in our product.
Interesting. So here, Vinay was not with you in the meeting, and he was here, and this guy was in Saudi. So what did you learn from these two stories? I don't know if you heard the first one, but what do you learn from these two stories? I'm not talking about the technicality, but in general.
So for me, I actually like it's good to know like sometimes I give it up when the customer say no, I don't need it, or like I'm using the other one. So going to the extra mile and convincing them and sharing what he experienced with the other product, and sometimes pointing out their pain points helps. So this thing I will also apply to my customers.
But
But
also,
I
yeah,
didn't knew this. This is the new information which I come to know.
okay.
What Omar did is he first asked the customer where they have a problem.
Yeah,
Then he identify the problem and he give the solution to the customer.
right.
So this is something I always customer look for more solution providers. So there I think this is something he did a very nice job.
Yeah, so,
Visiting the customer is very important.
right. But what we want to speak about now, that the story he's sharing with us, how can we learn from the story, and how would it go if we don't know anything about this story? So this is what he's talking about here in this line.
For me,
Here is a mic.
I don't go outside.
Right,
I sit always in my desk. So I do not know what kind of applications can be used our products.
right.
This is a very fresh information. So if
Exactly.
somebody is asking me next time what kind of industry you are serving, I can say this story. We have this particular stuff is being
Right.
used in this industry. So who knows? Maybe they will be I mean, like it's like a passing
Right.
information to the
Right.
market. So
Right.
these stories comes. It is really helpful for the people who are sitting just inside.
Because maybe they will be in a visit and also they might face the same problem.
Yes.
So what we are trying to say here, that the information, sometimes it's available within us, but we have never shared. So if we keep sharing the information in a weekly basis, So definitely more information is going to come. So if you have 4 sales guys here who are going outside, plus you have also the internal sales who are also speaking to the customer, and they might bring some information which maybe he doesn't even know, maybe a price information or competition information from the client on the phone. So it's about sharing the information on a weekly basis, then you are getting update.
New stock item.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. New possibilities might appear during the discussion. You still have you want to switch it off, or
Yeah. We'll take 5 minutes
Take a
break.
break.
yeah, okay,
Fine? Yes.
because I just wanted to close these 2 points
Then we can finish.
and then it's over. Okay. So we have another point, which is obstacles and possibilities. The third point. So Omar, you mentioned when you went to this meeting, you found something, right, new. So can you share, please?
So it's actually a block factory, the normal clay blocks that used in the every building, and they have this different types of machines, and from Germany, and actually he showed me where the cables that he will going to install it.
Mhm.
So he showed me the machines, he showed me who's the OEMs, and again, like when we entered, I told him like, can I see the drag chain? And he said, yeah. Then when we entered that area, I actually saw in the whole drag chain, they were putting cable ties
Mm.
in the whole one. Like, and the drag chain is really long, like it's around 48 meters long travel distance. So I told him like the first thing I made a joke with him that like there is a lot of cable ties you are putting, and he said, yeah, like we are having this problem that the whole drag chain keep uh, breaking, and we should keep this cable tie to keep it
Wow.
together. And I should, like I told him that shouldn't be happening. And he said like this is the best brand, and we are having the problem with it because of the heat. The room temperature, it was around 90 to 100 degrees.
Mm.
It's for drying and rectifying the blocks. So he said the drag chain, it shouldn't like it cannot survive. So I opened him our catalog. I showed him that our drag chain can survive up to 100 degrees, and we are having this better system in locking for the drag chain. And he was like, he knew that I know that there is a problem in this brand, and
Mm.
I showed him that in this area there will be the break, and he said yes. So I showed him in our solution that we are actually having the solution for it, the locking system in the drag chain.
So now you
when-
found a kind of a defect in that product, and you
Yes.
know exactly what kind of solution
Yes.
for you to have. So from the meetings and daily we find some obstacles. So Midun, what are the obstacles you're facing in your industry?
Uh, Currently, I'm facing the problems of getting the space of containers as well
Hmm.
as the air freight, because due to the Red Sea issues,
Right.
the air freight charges has been increased up to 30%, and every week it is changing. Nothing is permanent.
Right.
No space.
So this is what we're trying to say. So bringing the obstacles and opportunities on also in a discussion to try to find the solution for it. So it's not just to keep the obstacles with you and he keep the obstacles with him, and then we don't share it together. So it's very important to bring it on the table to start to have maybe a solution or maybe opportunities which might help another salesperson or another market. The last one here, we are talking about there are 2 levels of issues come. So there might be an issue come with your team in the warehouse. In the mid-level management, you should be responsible about closing it, or in your account department. So some issues has to be brought to the room to be discussed, and some issues need to be closed within your department. So they are bringing you also to you obstacles, opportunities. They are bringing to you also information, possibilities. So these things has to be closed within your department. It should not every issue should be brought to the executive room to be discussed. This is what is about number 5. Okay, we go for 5 minutes.